Ito ang 106.3 Dance Radio. Dance Radio.
Prepare yourself.
Ang silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid namin ay makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo at kalaman. Mapaumaga, tanghali o hapon man yan. Ang istasyong magbibigay impormasyon kahit saan man.
For something big.
Alright, here we go.
106.3 Dance Radio. Doña Aurora National High School, Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela.
This
106.3 DWDR FM. Facts and information. Today's learning for you normal with capable teachers whose heart and soul are divine. Delivered knowledge inside your home through 106.3 Dance Radio. Fully dedicated to serve the public in tribute to education, reproduce of radio-based instruction. We are pleased to deliver the utmost aim of education. Only here on 106.3 TWDR-FM.
Good afternoon, Donyas! Hello, everyone! It's a fantastic Thursday. Today is the second week for our quarter 4. We hope that you have renewed your energy and motivated more to learn. For learning is amazing. To our officer in charge, Ma'am Ophelia S. Ralutin, and also to our Chief Education Supervisor, SDO Isabela, Sir Rodrigo B. Pascua. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Hello to our supportive head teachers out there listening with us, and also to all the teachers and staff of Doña Aurora National High School, especially to the supportive teachers of the English learning area, to the parents, dear students here and abroad. Siyempre, may nakikinig yan. And to all our avid listeners, especially to my grade 8 Lavender. Amazing afternoon to all of us. I'm teacher Dennis Mendoza, and with me are the other grade 8 English teacher, Ma'am Jonah Buduan, Ma'am Leslie Ann Ramos, and Ma'am Catherine Ordinario. Hello.
Yup! Hello to our dearest listeners, especially to my grade 8 Aristotle and Copernicus, who are always passionate about learning. Hello mga anak!
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Jonah. Hello, everyone, especially to my advisory class, Grade 8 Purple, and to my other classes, Grade 8 Cyan and Grade 8 Aquamarine. We hope that you will enjoy our discussion for today. Make sure you have your learning modules, pen, and notebook with you so you can take down notes, the important points of our discussion today.
Yes, Ma'am Leslie, and also hello to my advisory class, 8 Beige, and my other classes, 8 Burgundy and 8 Crimson. So today is yet another amazing day of learning, and we are delighted to be here with you to learn about our week 2 lesson for quarter 4, which is making an outline.
So for today's lesson, the target most essential learning competencies are expand the content of an outline using notes from primary and secondary sources, and synthesize essential information found in various sources. For our specific objectives, so as you go through, you are expected to recognize primary and secondary sources and write a short descriptive outline.
Alright, so for those who are following us via Facebook live stream, don't forget to comment in our chat box, #outline. And may we also encourage all those who are with us today to please share this live streaming so many learners and listeners will benefit or learn something from our simple discussion today. So, click share.
Okay, Ma'am Kathy. But before we proceed, let us check if you really understood our discussion last week. So, for us to determine if you really remember and continuously applying the lessons you have learned the previous week, I want you to answer this short activity. All you have to do is to key in your answers in our comment box. Okay? Put first the item number, for example, 1. And then your answer. So, 1A. Parang ganon. Okay? So, number 1. Okay, number 1. Which concept below refers to organizing ideas in a logical and clear manner to suit the writer's purpose? A. Coherence. B. Grammatical signals. C. Idea development. Or D. Pattern of idea development. So, you may key in your answers.
Okay, we have answer here from Elizabeth Mendoza Fernandez of 8 Crimson. Sagot niya B. Jamie Millamog, ang sagot niya ay C. Sarah May Berioso, 8 Aristotle, ang sagot niya ay B. Angela Taganas, ang sagot niya ay B.
Okay, so the answer is letter C. Idea development.
Jamie
So-
Millamog, ayan. Siya po ang nakasagot.
Yeah.
Got it right.
Congratulations, Jamie.
Okay. And by the way, By the way, Jamie you will be receiving napagkasunduan talaga. You will be receiving additional load siguro, magagaling na siguro sa akin 30 pesos worth of load. Bibigyan kita ng 30 pesos for being the early bird. Parang ganun ikaw
You're
pinakamaaga.
the first commenter.
Yee!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's proceed to number 2. Number 2, what pattern of idea development is based on opinions and emotions that aims to convince the readers to do or believe in something? A. Cause effect. B. Claim counterclaim. C. Persuasion. D. Problem solution.
Alright, so
Okay.
answers from Jamie Mialamog, C. Elizabeth Mendoza, A. Nora Rosete, C. Corinne Gail Agas, C.
Lester John Lopez, C. Yan, Angela Taganas, C. So the correct answer is?
So the answer is letter C. Persuasion.
Yes. Pero ibigay natin ito kay Elizabeth Mendoza na lang kasi nanalo na Elizabeth Mendoza.
Kay Nora,
Si Nora
sir.
Rosetta,
Yes,
sorry.
letter C.
Kasi nanalo
Yeah.
na si Jamie.
Okay.
Jamie. Ayan.
So, let's proceed to number 3. So, okay. What pattern of idea development is used in this paragraph? Let me read the paragraph. Global warming is the biggest enemy that the humankind is facing today. But there are many ways to combat this problem. So, what do you think is the answer? So, may sumagot, Jamie. Sabi niya number 3, problem solution. So, who else?
Lester John Lopez, problem solution. Nora Rosete, problem solution. Janelle Salvador, problem solution.
Artista yun Janelle Salvador.
Okay, Azlin, claim, counterclaim. So,
Sasagot po
it
natin.
is problem solution.
Oh, yeah.
So, sino
Sino
nakakuha ka?
Lester John Lopez.
Okay.
Yes.
ayan.
Thank you. Okay. So,
Congratulations, dear learners! Ayan, your answers show that you really understood our Q4 Week 1 lesson. That is, use appropriate grammatical signals or expressions to each patterns of idea development. Now, get your learning module for Q4 Week 2 titled Making an Outline and your writing materials. And here is your RBI lesson for today. Enjoy listening! Phew!
Dance Radio, silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid namin makabago, paraan ang pagtuturo.
Wala nang makakapigil pa. Sulong Arangkada 106.3 Dance Radio sa Aurora, Isabela.
Edukasyo'y susulong, basta't magtulong-tulong, sulong edukalidad. Dance Radio, learning is amazing.
language,
grammar, and literature,
a program that will develop your vocabulary.
comprehension, critical and analytical skills.
This is the English Learning Area. Only here on 106.3 D WDRFM Dance Radio.
For learning is amazing.
Good morning, dear listeners. This is your host for today, Teacher Rufino R. Pomeda Jr. May this brand new day remind you of how kind God has been to you. Be joyful and fill your hearts with gratitude. We are already in week 2 of quarter 4. We will be having a new and interesting lesson for today, titled Making an Outline. This lesson is intended for grade 8 learners, but everybody is welcomed and encouraged to listen. Indeed, learning is amazing. You are now listening to 106.3 DWDR FM Dance Radio, and it's English time. Pay attention and listen attentively to our lesson for today, because it will help you to better understand our topic and activities. Take note of the important information you will get from the lesson. I am looking forward to more exciting activities with you. Before we begin, be sure that you are in a comfortable place and free from any distraction while listening. Have with you your learning activity sheets titled Making an Outline. It would be wonderful if you also have your notebook and pen to write the very important points of the lesson. We write to remember. The more you write, the more you remember. I am hoping to see something from your notes, my dearest grade 8 learners. To begin, allow me to introduce you your enthusiastic radio teacher, Teacher Catherine Ordinario.
Good morning, our dear grade 8 learners. Before we proceed to our lesson proper, let me check if you really gained something from the previous lesson we had. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
That's great! Last time, you were able to learn about the use of appropriate grammatical signals or expressions to each pattern of idea development. What is idea development again?
Ma'am, idea development is essential in writing. This is done by organizing ideas in a logical and clear manner that suits the writer's purpose.
Very well said! What is the importance of grammatical signals?
Ma'am, the purpose of grammatical signals is to maintain text coherence. Because coherence establishes a logical connection between ideas in sentences and paragraphs.
Absolutely! Now, what are the 4 patterns of idea development?
Ma'am, the 4 patterns of idea development are: first, general particular; second, cause and effect; third, claim counterclaim; and fourth, problem solution.
Amazing! You have learned well. Remember, every time you construct or create a paragraph or short sentences, just follow the patterns of idea development so that you will not be lost or confused. And don't forget to use the appropriate grammatical signals in accordance with the pattern of your idea. Now, for today's lesson, the target most essential learning competencies are: 1. Expand the content of an outline using notes from primary and secondary sources. And synthesize information found in various sources. As you go through, you are also expected to recognize primary and secondary sources and
write a short descriptive outline. So, let's get started. What can you say about speaking publicly?
It is scary because of the fear I might mess up in front of many people. It is very uncomfortable, especially that I am not used to it, and if I'm not prepared enough.
Class, do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Indeed, speaking publicly is very terrifying. That is what we are going to solve for today.
Wow!
I know most of us, if not all, have experienced public speaking. We could even assume that the outcome of our speech may strongly affect the way people think about us. This is the reason why public speaking causes so much anxiety and fear. But let our fear be gone, for we can actually do public speaking exceptionally well through doing first things first, and that is making an outline. We will make public speaking easy by making a well-defined outline. What is an outline?
Ma'am, an outline is simply a framework or a plan for presenting the main and supporting ideas for a particular subject or topic.
Exactly! Who else can share?
Ma'am, outlines help us develop a logically coherent structure of our essay or speech, making it easier to translate our ideas into words and sentences.
That's right! Once our outline is complete, we'll have a clear picture of how we want our essay or speech to develop. So, how can we make an outline? First, we should have a topic we want to talk about and what our audience are interested to know about. To hook the interest of our audience, we should be knowledgeable about our topic. What should the speaker or writer do to know about his or her topic?
Ma'am, he or she should read information from credible sources.
Precisely! And speaking of sources or references, we have two types of sources. One, primary sources are original, first-hand or eyewitness account offering an inside view. They contain new information that have not been interpreted, evaluated, paraphrased, or condensed. These sources are created during or very close to the time of events they report on. The authors of primary sources typically provide direct impressions of events they are reporting on. Can you give examples of primary sources?
Ma'am, autobiographies and speeches are examples of primary sources.
Very good! Who else can give examples of primary sources?
Ma'am, we also have legislation and court records and official documents.
Excellent! Another?
Newspaper articles and diaries, ma'am.
Brilliant! Another type of sources we have secondary sources. It provides second-hand information that have been digested, analyzed, reworded, or interpreted. These sources are often written well after the events they report on and can put past information into their historical context. Can you give examples of secondary sources?
Ma'am, we have textbooks, biographies, and history books as examples of secondary sources.
That's right! Who can give more examples?
Ma'am, we have works of criticism and interpretation, and literature reviews and review articles for movie reviews, book reviews, and etc.
Exactly! Now, why is it important to read credible sources, either primary or secondary sources?
Ma'am, our information must come from credible sources so that our audience will accept our claim. Having credible sources will make our speech or writing agreeable and reliable.
Very well said! Now, why is it important that the information we get from our sources are relevant to our topic?
Ma'am, because if the information does not directly relate to the topic we are writing about or help us answer the question we are answering, then it is irrelevant in our essay or speech.
Well expressed! This is where synthesizing comes in. Synthesizing simply means combining. We put together the ideas and findings from multiple sources in order to make an overall point. Now, we are ready to continue making an outline after knowing our topic and the importance to getting credible information from primary and secondary sources.
Alright!
There are 3 parts of an outline. First, the introduction. Second, the body paragraph. And the third, the conclusion. Introduction consists of the hook, which draws the reader or listener in and provide adequate context. And the thesis statement, which indicates the controlling idea. The following statement is an example of introduction.
The 100 Islands is too popular because of its beautiful and adventurous sceneries, full of local merchants and well-disciplined locals.
Next, the body paragraphs. We can add 3 or more body paragraphs. This consists of the topic sentence wherein it states the controlling idea of the paragraph, and the supporting details, which are facts, expert testimonies, statistics, and or personal experiences. We can add 2 or more supporting details or sentences for our paragraph. Example of a body paragraph.
Topic sentence. The 100 Islands National Park is the first national park and a protected area located in Alaminos, Pangasinan in the northern Philippines.
Detail sentence 1. 100 Islands National Park, Alaminos, Pangasinan, as the name suggests, has more than 100 islands for you to enjoy. 124 during low tide and 123 during high tide. You can swim at the beautiful beaches and visit incredible natural areas. It has places ideal for recreational activities ranging from swimming and trekking to sightseeing.
Details sentence number 2. It's known across the world for good reason. Scattered beautifully upon the blue-green waters of Lingayen Gulf, with abundant inland and underwater flora and fauna. Cream-colored fine sand that yields to every step and friendly local islanders.
And the last part of an outline is the conclusion. The concluding paragraph gives us an opportunity to revisit and strengthen the main part of our essay or speech for our audiences. For example, concluding sentence. 100 Island is one of the famous tourist spots in the Philippines wherein you can see a lot of beautiful sceneries, enjoy doing fun and adventurous activities, purchase locally and quality-made products or souvenirs of the place, and make memorable moments with your loved ones. Stay tuned in. We will be right back after this short break.
Do you encounter problems in accomplishing the different activities in your modules or learning activity sheets?
Worry no more, because your teachers are always ready to guide and assist you. You can send your questions or clarifications in 2 easy ways. 1. Call or text, and 2. Private message. So easy, right? Remember, at Doña Aurora National High School, we make amazing things possible.
This reminder is brought to you by Doña Aurora National High School and this station.
I'm back! Now, let us practice what we have learned about primary and secondary sources by doing activity number 1, titled Sources, on page 3 of your learning activity sheets. You are tasked to identify whether the given sources are primary or secondary. Let's try number 1. DepEd Memorandum Number 11 Series of 2020. Is it a primary source or secondary?
Ma'am, it is a primary source.
Why did you say so?
Ma'am, because DepEd Memorandum Number 11 Series of 2020 is a document that is made first-hand by the officers of DepEd.
Exactly! You have learned well. Now, continue answering activity number 1 after this broadcast. Let's now have your activity number 2 still on page 3 titled My Outline. You are to write your descriptive outline that consists of an introduction with 2 to 3 sentences, a first body paragraph with 3 or more sentences, a secondary body paragraph with 3 or more sentences, and a conclusion with 2 sentences. Please refer to the given rubric to guide you with your writing. Let us try doing an example for it. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay then, let us start with identifying our topic. Remember, you are free to choose whatever you wanted to talk or write about. Who among you can give a good topic?
Ma'am, I think it is good to talk about anger is a choice.
Very well! Now, I want you to research about our topic. Remember to always look for credible sources for you to be agreeable and reliable. Let's have an example of introduction about our topic, which is anger is a choice. What does an introduction consist of?
Ma'am, it consists of a hook and a thesis statement.
That's right. Let's make the hook and the thesis statement of our introduction. Who can give the hook of our introductory paragraph?
Ma'am, the hook could be anger is our response to the unwanted and or embarrassing result of something.
Nice one! How about our thesis statement?
Ma'am, The thesis statement could be, even though we cannot help sometimes but to feel this emotion, we can choose to bridle it and respond in a way that would not further the pain of disappointments and become angrier.
Brilliant answer! We now have our introductory paragraph. Now, let us have a sample body paragraph for your reference. What does a body paragraph consist of?
Ma'am, it consists of a topic sentence and 2 or more supporting detailed sentences.
That is correct! We will now search for a topic sentence that is related to our thesis statement from our introductory paragraph and provide our supporting detailed sentences. Again, researching and finding information should come from credible and authorized sources. Who can now give our topic sentence for our body paragraph?
Ma'am, our topic sentence could be, we had been admonished by the Lord to cease from anger and forsake wrath. From Psalm 37, verse 8. For us to have His Spirit to be with us at all times.
Wow! What a nice topic sentence! I commend you in using a credible source, which is the Bible, in stating your topic sentence. How about our supporting details? Let's have the first supporting detail. Anyone?
Ma'am, our first supporting detailed sentence could be, in Desert News dated December 7, 1991, titled, Early Hardships Shape Candidates, Lawrence Douglas Wilder said, anger doesn't solve anything. It builds nothing. But it can destroy everything.
Amazing! Indeed, I agree with the statement. Anger doesn't solve anything. It builds nothing, but it can destroy everything. How about our second detailed sentence?
Ma'am, we can put our personal experience as our second detailed sentence. Personal experience is a primary source, ma'am. And I would take it as a credible source since experience is still the best teacher. We could have, becoming angry, in my experience, leaves us sadder and incapable, ma'am.
Absolutely! I am truly amazed on how you use primary and secondary sources to build your sentences or statements. Remember, you can add more sentences in your body paragraph, but make sure that it is connected to your topic sentence. Also, you can add more body paragraphs to enhance more your writing. Alright, now we are ready for our concluding paragraph. What is the function of a concluding paragraph again?
Ma'am, concluding paragraph gives you an opportunity to revisit and strengthen the main parts of your essay or speech for your readers or audiences.
Precisely! Anyone who can give an example of a concluding paragraph related to our topic, anger is a choice?
Though expressing your anger in both negative and positive way have advantages and disadvantages, we must all agree that it has more advantages when we express our anger in a positive way. Truly, it is possible to refrain ourselves from becoming angry. We can choose not to respond negatively when we are angry, for anger is a choice.
Excellent! I am impressed with how you have made this activity. Now, I want to encourage you to make the same outline, but with a different topic or subject. Remember to only use credible and authorized primary and secondary sources when synthesizing essential information. Also, please base your writing accordingly with the given rubric. We're done with our discussion and activities. But before we end, let's have a short recap of what we've just discussed. Why is it important to make an outline in writing an essay or speech?
Ma'am, from what I have understood, it is important to create an outline before we deliver our speech, as it will act as our guide to effectively sequence our information and ensure that we touch on all our main points. Outlining allows us to ensure that our speech flows smoothly. Likewise, in writing our essay.
Very good! Why is it important to use credible and authorized primary and secondary sources in finding information about our topic?
Ma'am, for me, it is important to use credible sources in proving our claim because our audiences or readers expect us to be honest and tell them the truth. We have to be reliable writers or speakers by using reliable sources.
Very well articulated. To end our lesson, let me just remind you, if you have problems and questions about our lesson for today, let me give you a hand. You can call or text or chat your grade 8 English teachers anytime and anywhere. Also, please always write your answers for your reflection about our lesson to ensure your understanding and for your teacher's reference in determining how well you truly understood our lesson. That ends our lesson for today. Till next time, goodbye!
Wow! Another new learning is done for today. Thank you, Teacher Catherine, for giving a hand. Make sure to always tune in to our school's radio station, 106.3 DWDR FM. Dance Radio, where learning is amazing. On behalf of our production team, script writer, Teacher Jonah A. Buduan, together with our language editor, Teacher Susana B. Dumon, our content editor and head teacher 5 of English Learning Area, Ma'am Ophelia S. Ralutin, and our technical specialist, Teacher Michael Jan M. Tumula. This is your host, Teacher Rufino Arpomeda Jr., wishing you all a safe and healthy day. Goodbye!
Language,
Grammar, and Literature.
a program that will develop your vocabulary.
Comprehension, critical and analytical skills.
This is the English Learning Area. Only here on 106.3 DWDR FM Dance Radio.
Where learning is amazing.
Dance Radio, silip aralan sa radyo, hatid namin makabago, paraan ang pagtuturo.
Wala nang makakapigil pa. Sulong Arangkada 106.3 Dance Radio sa Aurora, Isabela.
Edukasyo'y susulong, basta na magtulong-tulong, sulong edukalidad. Dance Radio, learning is amazing.
Alright, so you have just heard the RBI for Quarter 4, Week 2, which is making an outline. Again, dear learners, at the end of this lesson, you are expected to first recognize primary and secondary sources, and second, write an outline.
Okay, so to begin with our discussion for today, let me ask you this question. What happens when you are unorganized? Okay, dear learners, what happens when you are unorganized?
Yes, you may key in your answers in our chat box. Okay?
Yes.
Our question is, what happens
Okay.
when you are unorganized?
So let us, Sir Dennis. Sir Dennis, what happens when you are unorganized?
Siyempre, I feel so stressful when I unorganized. It is so hard to finish or accomplish a work pag hindi ka organized. Tsaka ang tagal mong hanapin yung isang bagay, di ba?
It takes
Dahil
you a
kung
lot of
saan mo lang,
time.
yes, you're gonna put everything in ang problema pag nangyari.
Okay, for me naman, I feel anxious when I am unorganized. I tend to rush things, and because of that, sometimes my output is not, it's not perfect.
Yes.
And sometimes I have to redo it again.
Yes.
Or redo the things that I'm doing, the work. Yep.
Sabi ni Arian Faye Ramos Carnate, when I am unorganized, sabi niya, it has a detrimental impact on my personal connections. I don't know how to prioritize activities, set and achieve goals. Disorganization, incomplete or unfinished project, and stack of responsibilities cause to feel more anxiety, depression, and stress. Thank you, Doktora, ha? Nahirapan
Ayan,
mo ako
from
dito.
sabi naman ni Azli Timoteo, when I am unorganized, I will have a hard time to find what I need and my mother will get mad of me.
Yeah. Very personal yung sagot ni Azli.
Yan, okay.
So, ang dami ding sumagot. So, sabi kanina ni Cassandra, when we are unorganized, we may have a harder time managing our things or works that causes us to feel more stressful, more stress and anxiety.
Totoo yun, di ba?
Wow. So there are more answers
marami
here.
siyang sagot niya. Sarah May Berioso, the readers will be confused because for not organizing it well. In writing my paragraph and for the result, it is not good to read it. Sige, trust na siya. Tatapon mo na. Wala
na-connect niya sa lesson natin. So,
yes.
In relation to making an outline, it is so important for us to organize our thoughts when we're writing our speech or when we're writing our essay. And that's the reason why we make outline. So, by the way, what is outline? An outline is a breakdown of the main and supporting ideas in your essay, report, or speech. Think of it as a map of your paper or speech. And so, why should you write an outline? An outline can help you organize. Again, organize your ideas coherently. So when we say coherently, it is terms as united as or forming a whole. So it means that you have organized your ideas unanimously or with unity. So you can write your essay or speech using your outline to guide you. And another here. An outline is simply a framework or a plan. Again, an outline is simply a framework or a plan for presenting the main and supporting ideas for a particular subject or topic. So once your outline is complete, you'll have a clear picture of how you want your essay or speech to develop.
Yes.
And so before we proceed with our discussion, let us define first some technical terms so you don't get lost with our lesson. So we're going to explain first a few terms. First, hook. Hook is a catchy and engrossing sentence of the essay introduction written with the intention of grabbing the reader's attention. So that is hook. Another, thesis statement. The thesis statement is the idea that you are trying to prove. Your entire paper should reflect your thesis statement. Your thesis statement will usually be at the end of your introduction. And another, we have topic sentences. These sentences are the evidence. Again, evidence you are using to prove your thesis statement. Think of a topic sentence as the thesis statement of each paragraph. However, your topic sentence usually begins your paragraph, whereas thesis statement usually be at the end of your introduction. And while supporting sentences, these sentences prove your topic sentences. And for the conclusion, your conclusion will reflect back on the rest of your work. You may briefly mention your topic sentences and restate your thesis statement. So we're going to learn more about these terms as we go through our lesson or discussion.
Yes, thank you, Teacher Jonah. Ha? Sa mga estudyante nakikinig ngayon at nanonood, ito po ay mahalaga kasi hanggang college, actually grade 11 and grade 12, kakailanganin nyo pa rin ito. Kaya mahalagang makinig po kayong mabuti.
Lifetime, actually.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Kahit kami nagaganito pa rin kami. Okay, so first, if we want to have a good outline, dapat meron tayong tinatawag na topic. First, we should have a topic. A topic we want to talk about and what our audience are interested to know about. Then, we write the introduction. Please refer to the PowerPoint. Okay. Tandaan nyo dapat may topic kayo. Dapat yung topic nyo interesting. Kapag nagbigay kayo ng topic na walang hindi interesado ang magbabasa, tawag natin doon ay trash.
Oo, ipapass through nila yan. Para skip nila when they're reading.
Kaya dapat maganda ang topic mo. Halimbawa ng topic ay, di ba? Pwede tayo, halimbawa, bullying. Bahala kayo doon. Yan. Early pregnancy. Tama ba ako? Pregnancy.
Or education. That's a very interesting topic.
Mga ganon. Yan.
How to attain success.
Diyan po sa our PowerPoint presentation, makikita po nyo dyan na first, determine your topic. Dapat determine, ibig sinabi na determine, alamin mo mabuti kung ano yung magiging topic mo. Therefore, you need to read information from credible primary and secondary sources. Primary and secondary sources, ipagpaliwanag po sa inyo mamaya ni Ma'am Kat yan, para maintindihan niyo mabuti. Pagkatapos yung kumuha ng mga information sa mga primary and secondary sources na yan, Siyempre, ang pagsusulat natin mga anak, laging may tatlong bahagi yan. Introduction, body paragraph, and conclusion. Tandaan niyo mabuti yan. Sa introduction, dyan natin makikita, dyan kaagad nakalagay, ang tinatawag natin hook. Kanina, ano yung hook na sinasabi natin? This is a catchy and engrossing sentence. Para bang makuha agad yung attention mo. Parang isang araw nanood ako, nakinig ako sa radyo, tapos sabi ng preacher, sabi niya, ako ay anak ng demonyo. Makinig kayo, parang ganun. So, nakinig ako, ay pala, ibig niya sabihin doon. Ang ganda ng topic niya. Okay, tapos, a thesis statement. Yan. Dapat meron kayong thesis statement. Kasi itong thesis statement, ito yung idea na gusto mong i-prove. Kaya dapat meron ka agad doon. Okay? Doon pa lang sa introduction, makikita na yan. Kapag yan, mga anak, hindi nakita, maniwala kayo sa akin, 103%, hindi babasahin ang ginawa mo. Pangalawa, nandyan ang body paragraph. Sa body paragraph, in body paragraph, pwede tayo 2, pwedeng 3 sa body paragraph. Or more. Depende kung gaganahan ka magsulat. Pero mostly, 3, okay na yung 3. Actually, pinakamaganda na yung 3. Dito makikita natin dapat sa every body paragraph ninyo, dapat merong topic sentence. Alam naman natin yung topic sentence. Diba? Yung topic sentence, these sentences are the evidence you are using to prove your thesis. Okay? Those are the topic sentence. Yung paksa, pinapaksa. Then, pagkatapos doon, dapat meron kang tinatawag na supporting details. It support your topic sentence. Hindi ka basta-basta magsusulat, baka mamaya mawala, Tandaan niyo yung coherence, lagi natin sinasabi yan. Doon naman sa supporting details, meron siya kailangan 4. Pwede lang 3 yata, minsan may 3. Depende. Di ba? Minsan ginawa niya 4, minsan isa lang depende yun. So una-una, dapat doon sa supporting details mo, pwede kang gumamit ng mga sumusunod. Yung fact, katotohanan lang, factual. Absolute lang, para ganon. Then, meron kang tinatawag na expert testimony or expert opinion. Meron kang gumamit ng statistics according to the ganun blah blah blah.
Conducted research.
Yes, at yung personal experience ng tao o ikaw. Pwede yun. O yung ibang tao na kilala mo na nakaranas ng gano'n, ng bullying. Ano nangyari sa kanila? Halimbawa, facts, ang bullying ay hindi mabuti. Parang gano'n, di ba? Then, expert testimonies. Yung mga, kumuha ka ng mga expert testimonies ng mga sinasabi nila paano, mga pakiramdam na nabubully. Mga gano'n. Okay? Kung bullying ang topic mo. Then, statistics. Ilan ang mga nabubuli sa isang paaralan, mga o ilan ang
yung nagda-drop out,
mga ganon. Alam niyo mga anak, magandang lagyan yan para maging makatotohanan at matibay yung ibibigay mong argumento. Next, at doon tayo sa third conclusion, sa alam natin personal experience. Ikaw ba, nabuli ka? Ikwento mo. Walang masama doon. Nabuli ang kapatid mo? Nabuli ang tatay mo? Ng nanay mo?
Okay.
Joke lang. Yan, pwede yun. Okay, conclusion. Ito. Dito naman sa conclusion, na dito yung tinatawag nating restatement of the thesis statement. Hindi naman kailangan ulitin mo yung sinabi mo nung una. Parang ayusin mo lang yung pa rin ang punto mo. Paraphrase mo na lang siya. Ha? Kung ano yung gusto mong, kung ano yung sinabi mo nung una, pwede mo siya i-paraphrase doon. Yes, tama yung sabi ni ma'am. Then, nandyan din, pwede mo lagyan ng revisit and strengthen the main parts. Tama ba? O, main parts. Doon nyo gagawin. Kasi anak ha, tandaan nyo ito ha. Lagi nyo tatandaan ito yung mga binabahagi namin. Total, didiscuss pa naman namin lahat. Revisited and strengthen the main part. Dito sa conclusion, dito mo na ibibigay yung ano yung dapat. Nandito rin yung solution yata. Parang ganun yun eh. Diba? Nandito rin yung solution. Kung ano yung gusto mo.
It's like a summary somehow.
Parang ganun, di ba? Parang sa bullying, ano yung may papayo mo para ang bawat kabataan na makakabasa nito, lalakas ng loob. Ha? Wag mo naman sabihin yung makikipag-away, hindi naman. Basta maganda lang siya, okay?
And take note, it should be you have to strengthen
yes,
the main parts.
Strengthen the main parts.
It's where you strengthen the main parts.
At hindi mabubuo yan kung wala tayong mga sources.
That's
at yan,
right.
Ang ipaliliwanag ni Ma'am Cathy.
All right. So thank you, Teacher Dennis. And now let us elaborate more on how to make an outline. Ayan, as mentioned before, the first step is to determine your topic.
Yes.
Ayan, sabi ni Sir Dennis kanina, topic. Mag-isip ka ng magandang topic. And to hook the interest of your audience, you should be knowledgeable about your topic. Dapat alam mo, dapat nakapagbasa ka. So you should read information from credible sources.
Yes.
Ayan.
Wag fake news.
Yes, wag fake news. Baka mamaya yung binasa mo hindi pala credible source. So we have primary sources and secondary sources. So, ayan, ang primary and secondary sources or in Tagalog sanggunian or in Ilocos nangadawan. Yung pinagkuhanan mo.
Diba?
Okay, yung source mo.
Sources mo.
Yan. So, what are primary sources? These are original records from the past recorded by people who were first involved in the event. First hand, kasama sila doon. Witnessed the event or knew the persons involved in the event. So, primary source sila yon. Halimbawa, si Sir Dennis, siya mismo yung nabully and ikwento niya yung kanyang experience and that is primary source. Kasi testimony niya yun.
Primary source.
Alright? So, keep in mind that primary sources reflect only one point of view and may contain person's bias or prejudice toward an event. Kaya dapat kuhanin mo din yung ibang side.
Not only him. Pwede rin kunin yung side ng bully.
Ng bully, oo. Bakit ba niya binuli? Or something
so baka
like
hindi
that.
naman yun yung intention niya. Di ba? Yung parang gusto niya lang din maging close sa kanya.
Pero at least, nasa primary source ka pa din. Kasi yung nambully at binuli ang iyong tinanong.
Kasi lalo na ma'am, di ba, pag bullying, tapos alibaw ako ngayon na bully, tama yung sabi dyan, one point of view lang siya. Sa view ko yun.
Yes, sir. That's your view.
It may contain person's bias. Bakit? Kasi ako yung nabully. Siyempre, sasabihin ko di mabuti. Sasabihin ko yung masakit. Sasabihin ko nakakatuwa. Di ba? Ganun yun.
Kaya kuhanin din natin yung side ng iba.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the examples of primary sources. First, diaries.
Ayan.
Mga diaries. Nagkikip tayo ng ganito nung mga bata-bata tayo,
ma'am.
no? Ayan, journals, records, paintings, drawings, sculptures, photographs, maps, and films. Ayan. So those are the examples of primary sources. Okay? Next, secondary sources will be explained by teacher Leslie.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Kathy. So we proceed to secondary sources. So what are secondary sources? Secondary sources are made at a later time. They include written information by historians or others after an event has taken place. So hindi na siya, kung yung primary is on time, no. Ngayon naman, ang secondary sources is later time. So after na ng event. Okay? So,
Like for example, yung autobiography,
Yes,
that's primary source. Pero pag
Paano siya
ginawa mo siyang biography,
yes, magiging secondary na siya.
Kasi ginawa ng iba.
Oo. Kung auto, ikaw mismo ang nagsulat.
Yes, tama.
Okay?
Oo.
So, ma'am, next po. Okay? Another, although they can be useful and reliable, they cannot reflect what people who lived at the time, though thought or
Yes.
felt about the
Tama yun.
event. So, hindi sila mismo ang nakaranas noon. Okay? But they can represent a more fair account of the event because they can include more than one point of view or may include information that was unavailable at the time of the event. So dito naman ngayon dito naman yung merong nadadagdagan na kasi during that time siguro ng event hindi nila alam yung ganito. Parang may development kasi, 'di ba? So yun yung ano naman ng secondary sources. Yung hindi available that time,
Yes, oo.
ngayon naging available na sa secondary sources. Okay? So, based pa rin sa, study. Based pa rin doon sa primary. No? Okay.
Yes.
So, yes, na factual talaga ang lahat. Okay?
Totoo siya pero hindi siya totoo siya pero hindi siya hindi na siya maaring maging totoo sa oras. Kasi siya eh.
That's
Katulad
right.
ng newspapers ganun. Nagiging kasi kung nangyari ngayon, isusulat pa lang mamayang gabi, bukas mo na mababasa.
So, yun po ang secondary sources. Next. So, examples of secondary sources are textbooks,
Yan.
biographies, so yung sinabi kanina ni Ma'am, histories, newspaper report by someone who was not present.
Yes.
Okay, so yan po ang examples. O ito pa, charts, graphs, or images created after the time period.
After the time period.
Now, let me ask you this question, okay? So you may key in your answers. Okay? Why is it important to read credible sources, either primary or secondary sources?
Ayan. Sige.
Bakit kailangan nating magbasa ng credible sources? Okay?
You may key in your answers, mga anak.
So parang ano lang 'yan, kailangan
Nora
Sige.
Rosete, sabi Nora Rosete, ha? Credible sources like primary or secondary sources is important to read because all the concept or topic are fact or truth. It is important to read because the primary source gives direct access to the subject while the secondary source provides second-hand information and commentary from other.
Yan, from Jamie Mial Lamug, in order to expand the content of an outline, it is necessary to read credible sources. We must be trustworthy because readers expect us to be truthful and provide accurate information on a given topic.
Yes.
Okay, Zara May Beriosa, because information from credible sources make our claim reliable, and having credible sources will make our speech or writing reliable. That is true.
Yan. Yes. Meron pa dito si Sweetsil Faith Arenza, sabi niya, a credible source will provide evidence to help you understand the way each argument is positioned. Ang galing ng mga bata natin.
Oo nga naman, no, sir. Kapag ikaw nagsulat, kung gusto mong kumbinsihin or maniwala sa'yo yung readers mo, so you have to prove them the facts.
Yes.
Okay?
Oo, tama yun.
The credible, na nanggaling sa credible sources. Okay? Okay.
Hindi sa Marites, ha?
Because
Yes.
people wanted to know the truth. What is
Yes.
truth? Okay,
Yes,
so
tama yun.
you have to have credible sources,
Mm-mm.
inform people about truth,
Yes.
so they will accept your claim.
Yes.
Because if you don't do that, then they will just say, he's not credible. I don't want to
Yeah.
read his writing. Parang ganon.
Yes.
Okay. Now?
Now, so we are ready to continue making an outline
Okay.
after knowing our topic. So after researching, reading the primary sources, secondary sources, we're ready to make an outline. So as stated, mga anak, there are 3 parts of an outline. First, the introduction. And second, the body paragraph. And the third, the conclusion. So we will be making an outline about time management. That's my title. And as for the introduction, which consists of the hook, again, draw the reader or listener in and provide adequate context. They are the catchy phrases or sentences. And the thesis statement indicate the controlling idea. So for the hook here, okay, I have put it here, Last Time is Never Found Again by Benjamin Franklin. So I have put an expert testimony here.
Yes.
Or a person who's very expert in giving speeches. And also thesis statement, time management. This is the thesis statement. Time management is a powerful tool that you can use to shape your thoughts and habits.
This is what you want to prove.
Yeah.
Okay? This is what you want to prove, that time management is powerful tool that you can use to shape your thoughts and habit. That is your thesis statement.
Yep.
Okay, and that next is the body paragraph. Okay? Di ba tatapos yan pag walang body paragraph, ha? Now, we can have at least 3 or depende kung ano gusto nyo. Ilan? 2, 3 o pwede yun. But this consists of the topic sentence. That is the state, the controlling idea of the paragraph. Kanina binasa na natin. Ang sample natin ngayon ay time management. Napakaganda nito, ha? Okay. Tapos, and the supporting details. Dito makikita natin, dapat nandito talaga yung facts, expert testimonies, statistics, personal experience. We can add 2 more supporting details or sentences for our paragraph. Pwede yan. But basta again, meron siya ng mga sumusunod na elemento o sinasabi nating ingredients para maging masarap ang pagbasa ng iyong mga pangungusap.
Can I add, sir?
Sige, ma'am.
So, dito na, pag gumawa na kayo ng introduction, body paragraph, conclusion, dito na papasok yung grammatical signals para magkaroon sila ng connection.
Yes.
No?
Yan sinasabi nating PIDU. PIDU. Pattern of idea development used. O, di ba? Yan. For example, ito yung example natin. Basahin ko na siya. Ito yung example natin. Tandaan natin ang topic natin, time management. Topic, there are many hindrances. Topic sentence to, ha. There are many hindrances to time management. Oh, kita nyo, ha. Pag sinabi natin hindrances, mga ano yun, yung mga
against,
against siya, parang ang hirap, parang ganon. Supporting details, yan. The average person gets 1 interruption every 8 minutes or approximately 7 an hour. The average interruption takes 5 minutes, totaling about 4 hours of 50% of average work day. 80% of those interruptions are typically rated as little value or no value at all, creating approximately 3 hours of waste time per day. Ayan, statistics yan. Napansin nyo? Makikita nyo dyan, statistics yan. Kasi binigyan kayo ng mga numbers, kaya siya nagiging statistics.
It's a study.
Study kasi siya.
Conducted.
At totoo yun. Kapag ikaw ay nag-iisip, may pag kinuwentuhan ka, nagmarates na kayo, maubos ang oras nyo. Natapos nyo yung marites, hindi mo natapos yung yung iba. Supporting.
Yung magmo-module sana, sir. Nagtanong lang ng assignment, iba na napuntahan ng chat nila.
Ay, pupunta ka mamayang gabi sa Bancheto.
Sa Bancheto na napunta yung usapan, nawala na yung pag-module.
Ilang oras? Diba? Ilang oras lang. 2 minuto lang kayo nag-usap sa tanong, pero nag-usap ka sa Bancheto, umabot kayo ng mga 20 minutes. Oh, di ba? Sayang yung oras.
And it's just so hard to get back to work again if you're distracted after the distraction, di ba? Parang, wait, where am I?
Kaya tuloy sasabihin mo, sandali, may tatapos pala ako. O, kita mo, nagmamadali ka na. Yun ang mangyari. And then next supporting details number 2. Pwede yan. Meron tayong supporting details 1 and we also have supporting details number 2. Ito naman yung procrastination is one, babasahin ko. Procrastination is one of the most common glitches of time management. Yung procrastination, ito yung Manyana habit. Mamaya na. May oras pa naman. Ayan, di ba? Kaya nang ginagawa ng mga okay, masasaktan mga anak kasi totoo lang ito. Kahit kami naman ganun din Yung manyana habit kasi pag pinapasabit tayo ng mga outputs, di ba? Ay, mamaya na yan. Ay, bukas na yan. Yung mamaya mo, magiging hapon. Yung hapon mo, dahil tinamad ka na magsulat, bukas na. Then, dahil nagawa mo siya kahapon, pwede mo siya maulit-uli hanggang hindi mo na napapractice yung tamang yung tinatawag nating time management mo, hindi na nagiging maganda. Ayan mapapansin nyo anak may nakalagay siyang source. Ito ay galing sa Kurdo tama?
Kay Kurdo Othman,
expert siya. Yan. Ganyan ang paggawa.
Found it in the LinkedIn.
Okay, yan And then, ako pa ba outline? Ay, ako pa rin outline.
Yes.
Oo. Sino ba? Ako na ba ulit?
Outline. Body paragraph
outline.
2.
Talagang pahirapan nila ako talaga. Okay, yung outline naman, body paragraph number 2. Ito na yung solution. Ay! Tandaan nyo doon sa ginagawa natin, mapapansin nyo, meron tayong problem, solution.
That is the pattern of idea development in
that
we're trying to make.
Yes, we're trying to make kumbaga pinuprove natin ito. Yan ang problem. Kanina nagbigay tayo ng nagbigay tayo ng problem. Ito na ngayon yung solution sa body paragraph number 2. Yan, sa body paragraph, ways to improve your time management. Ayan na. So gagawa ka. Pwede ka rin gumawa ng dalawang supporting details nito. Yung unang supporting details natin, babasahin natin. If you want to make good use of your time, you've got to know what most important and then give it all you've got. Ayon kay Lee Lacoca. Ang galing niyan, expert testimony niyan na talaga sabi niya, if you want to make your good use of the time, dapat alam mo yung priority mo. Priority mo ba marites or yung module mo? Parang ganun, Then, susundan mo pa ng pangalawa. Nabitin ka Susundan mo pa ng pangalawang detalye. Ano yun? Never procrastinate. Sinusuportahan mo lang yung isa, yung problema. Di ba may problema? Sabi mo, procrastination ka mo, di ba? Ito naman, sagutin mo ulit. Never procrastinate. If it can be done today, do it tomorrow. Do it today. This golden rule should be your motto if you want to make the most of your time. Galing naman na sa iyo yun. Di ba? Kasi yun ang experience mo na. Maaling yun na siguro experience mo. Kumbaga, ayoko yung manya. Dapat tanggalin mo yung manyana habit. Parang ganon. Nakabuo na tayo ng simpleng paragraph lang yan,
simpleng outline.
Simpleng outline lang yan nabubuo natin,
Okay.
Yan.
We will make it as a paragraph in the coming week.
Yes. At para matapos yan, kailangan may conclusion yan. Ayan, ipapaliwanag sa atin ni Ma'am Cathy.
Yan. The last part is of an outline is the conclusion. Yan. The concluding paragraph gives us an opportunity to restate the thesis statement which is found in your introduction and revisit and strengthen the main parts of our essay or speech which are found in your body paragraphs. Okay? So, thesis statement from the introduction. Dun sa introduction natin kanina, time management is a powerful tool that you can use to shape your thoughts and habits.
Yes.
In restating the thesis statement for our concluding paragraph, we have, indeed, you may utilize time management to mold your thinking and habits. And revisit and strengthen the main parts. Ito yung sample natin. By using time efficiently, you can complete your work on time, stay engaged with your learning, and have more time free for pursuing activities that are important to you, such as sports, hobbies, and spending time with your friends and family.
Yes.
Yan.
Okay.
So, as you see or as you have observed mga anak, yung mga statement natin sa mga body paragraphs, supporting details, they are just one sentence lang. Because it's just an outline. Again, it's your plan. It's like a skeleton na
We
wala
will
pang
give
flash.
the meat late in the coming weeks, di ba,
Parang
sir?
ganun, oo. Yan ang antabayanan nyo sa aming mga pagbabalik next airing natin.
Lahat talaga ng lesson natin ngayon magkaka-connect
Yes.
sila. Okay?
Okay.
So, thank you, Ma'am Kathy. It's now time for generalization questions. Okay, for those who are watching us via FB Live, please key in your answers in our comment box with the item number and then your answer. Parang yung kanina lang. For those who are listening via radio, please message your subject teacher your answers via messenger or text.
0927-213-6257. 0927-213-6257.
Okay, so, number 1, complete this statement. Tama? Making an outline before you begin writing blank. A. Helps you organize your thoughts and create a logical flow to your writing. B. Helps you spend too much time writing. C. Both A and B. Okay, so D, none of the above.
Okay, again, number 1, complete this statement. Making an outline before you begin writing. Blank.
Okay, nakita na nila.
I-flash na ni ma'am yung sagot. So, the answer in
The
number 1
answer in
is...
number 1 is letter
Bonus
A.
na natin yun. Hindi kasi nagkaano lang na
Napindot agad.
napindot agad.
Okay, so it is letter A.
Yes.
Okay?
It helps, making an outline before you begin writing helps you organize your thoughts and create a logical flow to your writing.
Sorry, okay. Sorry mga anak ha.
Okay.
Sorry.
Maayos. Because of an outline. Mas
Okay.
maayos yung
Ito.
pagsusulat.
Yan, ito.
So, number 2. Which of the following could be a thesis statement in an outline with a topic?
Yan, maganda yan.
Gadang people.
Picture lang yan ha. Picture lang.
Letter A. Why do I love the Gadang people of Isabela? Letter B. The Gadang people have kept their distinct culture alive. Letter C. The Gadang's valuable stone encrusted tradition clothes are elaborately beaded. Letter D. The highlands of southern Kalinga, Apayao, and eastern Bontoc and Isabela provinces are where they live in. So, what do you think?
Okay. Baguhin naman natin ngayon. Kasi maraming sumagot ng A, B, at D. Yung C naman, ma'am. Yung C pa ay tama.
Should I
What is the answer
Sige,
first?
Kasi yung A, B,
Okay.
A, B, tsaka D kasi ang sinagot nila lahat. So, yung
Okay.
C, bakit nila sinagot yung C? Tingnan natin, ma'am.
Actually, the correct answer is B. The
Yes.
Gadang people have kept their distinct culture alive. Why? Because we're talking here in the question, which of the following could be a thesis statement in our outline with the topic Gadang people? So we're talking about Gadang
Yes.
people. While C, it talks about their clothes. It could be supporting details if you're talking about their culture.
Yes.
Okay, so C could be a supporting details, and also D are supporting details. So they are supporting details. And A is absolutely not a thesis statement because thesis statement is never a question.
Bagamat pwede
So,
siya maging question, pero
Hook could be a question. Hook could be a question. But thesis statement is never a question.
At hindi siya hook. Hindi siya kasi hook na kakain, diba?
So, B is the answer. Gadang people have kept their distinct culture alive.
Okay, so sino po una nakakuha ng sagot natin? Kanina ang sagot ay number 2 ba yan? Oo, number 2. Number 2.
Letter
Okay.
B.
Si Nora Rosete.
Yeah.
Nora Rosete. Yan, pakilista po natin. Nora Rosete, ikaw ay napili. Ayan.
Lester John Lopez also got the correct
Lester,
answer.
yes,
Cassandra Javier also got the correct answer. Maria Adelfa Agonoy And Janelle Salvador.
Oh, si Janelle. Hello, Janelle.
Mary Jane
Anong kan mo?
Ronquillo also got the correct answer.
Papirma naman, Janelle.
Leah Nicole Galang. So as you see, there are a lot of B here. So
Actually, may sumagot nga Actually, may sumagot talaga ng C.
Yep. It could be somehow, but we're not talking about their clothes pa lang, mga anak.
Yes.
We're specifically yung question kasi gaddang people. Okay.
Yeah.
So C and D could be supporting details.
Very good. Congratulations, Nora Rosette.
Yep.
Yan.
Next. For our evaluation question.
Maalis yung namin, technical namin, maalis yung technical system namin kasi napupunta siya ng may pupuntahan siya. Maglalabas siya ng sama ng loob. Ayan. Sige.
Now, so we'll move on to the evaluation question. So in order for us to synthesize.
Evaluation na to.
The lesson we have learned for today. Number 1, what is the importance of getting information from credible sources? We've been mentioning this, the importance of it. So again, we just wanted to know if you've already taken the lesson into your mind, into your heart. Why? What and why of our lesson.
Jamie Milamog, sabi niya, we are able to express correct and dependable information for our readers to grasp what they need to know and what we want to let them know by obtaining information from credible sources. We are expand the content of an outline, state facts, and to be truthful and accurate information on a given topic. Parang nakuha niya na lahat.
Yeah. Truthful, correct. It's a fact.
Yun na yun. Lahat yun eh. Ay, si Mary Jane Ronquillo, sabi niya, the importance of using reliable sources truly boils down to effective communication. If your knowledge is based on unreliable information, you will not be trustworthy asset to your company. Credible communication is key in business success, and that is why you should not just grab any information of the internet. Mary Jane. Attorney Mary Jane, salamat.
Businesswoman din siya kasi he talks about business.
Okay, sabi naman ni Nathaniel Fernandez Tolentino, 8 Sayan, the importance of using reliable sources truly, parang parehas lang kanina doon sa, may nagsagot na rin nito kanina. Pero tama naman siya.
Yes.
Effective communication. I like what yung in-emphasize na ng isang sagot. Communication. So in order for you to be an effective communicator, you have to be credible.
Tama.
And in order to be credible, you have to gather information from credible and reliable sources.
Yeah.
Yep. So next question. Why is it important to make an outline in writing an essay or a speech?
Ayan.
Bilis ni Zara, sabi niya, because outlining will help construct and organize ideas in a sequential manner and thoughtful flow. From Zara May Berioso. From Mary Jane Ronquillo, outlining will help construct and organize idea in a sequential manner, and doing so allows you to pick relevant information or quotes from sources early on, giving writers steady foundation and groundwork when beginning the writing process.
Yan. Meron pa po ba?
Marami pa, sir. Would you like to read?
Marami pa silang sagot, ha?
From Asli Timoteo, the importance of getting information from credible sources is that it gives more accurate, factual, and reliable paragraph so that our readers won't be misinformed. Sa number 1 ata to kanina, sir.
Yes.
Like Cassandra, sabi niya, Cassandra Javier, it is important to make an outline in writing an speech or essay because it helps us improve and organize written ideas about a topic into a logical order. Wow, agree. It helps outliners in writing papers to know which topic to cover and in what order. Wow, galing. Well done.
Actually, Ma'am Jonah, why is it important ba talaga to make an outline in writing an essay or a speech?
Yeah. So it is important to create an outline before we deliver our speech as it will act as our guide to effectively sequence or order our information and ensure that we touch on all our main points. And then outlining allows us to ensure that our speech or essays flows smoothly.
Sa madaling salita, hindi ka mawawala kasi
Yeah.
may guide ka.
Hindi ka mangangatog.
Oy, mga anak ha, may binabanggit kami speech.
And
Oh.
gayon pa lang, ayan, dapat nagde-develop na rin sila ng kanilang outline because you will have speech delivery. Yun ang
Yes.
ating performance task for this quarter 4.
Ayan.
Okay, so-
Ulitin natin, ma'am. Speech delivery ang kailang
performance task.
Yes. Anong gagawin nga pala, ma'am? Papaliwanag na lang natin next time. Next airing natin, ano?
Oo.
Yan.
We are just preparing pa lang yung speech nila.
Yes.
Kahit simple lang naman yun.
Yes, oo,
So
hindi naman-
start gathering your information
Yes, gather sources na kayo.
Ngayon pa lang, sir, dapat may topic na.
Yes,
And
tama
then, start na sila ng outline. Ayan, nai-apply na dapat nila yung
Tama.
pattern of idea development, yung mga yon.
Ngayon ha.
Para sa susunod,
Oo.
lalagyan na rin nila ng meet, sabay-sabay na lang.
Yes.
Para maka-follow kayo mga anak.
At ang payo namin gawin nyo this week dapat kasi po next week, talaga ito. Kasi wala tayong klase next week. So baka po tama rin na kayo, marami nang gagawin, ganun. Kaya mas maganda po habang maaga, ginagawa nyo na. Para pag natapos nyo na bukas o mamayang gabi, di wala na kayong gagawin. Diba? Makikinig na lang kayo. Okay? Yan. Ano po, ma'am? Meron pa po kayong gustong ano? Sige po. Meron pa, ma'am?
Okay, would you still want to read some questions or answers?
Sabi niya rito ni Iron Dave Tadena. Is this Tadena? It is important to make an outline in writing an essay speech because outlining will help construct and organize ideas in sequential manner and thoughtful flow. Doing so allows you to pick relevant information or quotes from sources early on, giving writer's steady foundation and groundwork when beginning the writing process. Okay, ayan. So, congratulations, dear learners! We just finished our week 2 lesson for the quarter 4 of English 8. We hope that you had a fun-filled learning experience from today's discussion. To summarize our discussion for today, the first step in making an outline to get information for our topic, information should come from credible primary and secondary sources. There are three, okay? We have the parts of an outline. First, introduction, which supporting, tama ba ko? Which consists of the hook and the thesis statement. Number 2, body paragraphs, which compose of a topic sentence and supporting details, which are anchored to facts, expert testimonies, statistics, personal experiences. And number 3, conclusion. Ayan, wag niyong kalilimutan yan. Where we restated the thesis statement and revisited the main points of our essay or speech. Please apply these principles of writing an outline in working with your activities on your module. Until next time, on behalf of my fellow grade 8 English teacher, Ma'am Catty, Ma'am Leslie, and Ma'am Jonah. And yours truly, our technical specialist, Sir Jocelyn Tumakas. We quote Andrew Mellon's statement. Being organized isn't about getting rid of everything you own or trying to become a different person. It's about living the way you want to live, but better. Thank you very much. Have a good day. See you soon.